Us now with reaction, House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith. He's from Missouri, sir. Great to see you.
Great to be with you, Sean.
All right, I want to talk at length about exactly what these IRS whistleblowers told you, because we have this 1023 whistleblower that the FBI obviously deemed credible because they had paid him hundreds of thousands of dollars for past intelligence. So my question is, let's go over what these two whistleblowers were telling you and your committee.
Absolutely. We set up a whistleblower hotline in my first week as chairman, and we've had a lot of whistleblowers come forward. But they started out, basically what you will find in their 14 hours worth of testimony is that the federal government has a two-tiered justice system. They don't treat all taxpayers the same. Unfortunately, average Americans aren't treated the same way that wealthy and the politically connected, especially if your last name's Biden. And we saw that with countless examples that they used how the Department of Justice intervened in the prosecution of Hunter Biden. They delayed, they divulged, and they denied numerous examples of where these investigators tried to go into further prosecution of Hunter Biden.
So by delaying, did that allow the statute of limitations to pass so that other tax issues that likely would have come up from, say, 2014 and onward, he would have been charged with those and likely they would have been felonies? Is that a fair statement?
That's right. The whistleblowers actually showed that in the tax years of 2014 and 2015, Hunter Biden, on a conservative estimate, would have owed $300,000 in unpaid taxes for his foreign resources that he received. And because they delayed, the statute of limitations has expired for any criminal penalties for 2014 and 2015 tax years.
Let me go and let me go to this Chinese business partner, and let me go to this. I guess WhatsApp is an encrypted app that people use to prevent any type of spying, or it erases itself, it disappears. Would that be a proper characterization?
That's exactly right. It's a messaging app, and what was brought to our attention by the IRS whistleblowers is that, in fact, there was a documented message on Hunter Biden's WhatsApp account that went to a Chinese business partner, like what you said, Sean, and it was pretty much demanding for that business partner to contact him in regards to future payment. And he highlighted that he is sitting right next to his father, waiting for his response. And that absolutely contradicts what President Biden has said on numerous occasions, that he knows nothing about his son Hunter Biden's business dealings.
Why did we not hear about this before? And I want to read this again. I'm sitting here with my father and would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me, he's talking about Joe Biden, and every person he knows, and my ability to hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Now, Congressman, is there anything more incriminating of Joe Biden than that encrypted message that he has with a Chinese business partner?
It definitely says a lot right there, and that's very disturbing. That's why it is so important that the American people get this information. It's so important that the House Ways and Means Committee voted today to allow this information to be public. Because of statutory authorities under something they call 6103, we were the only ones able to have the information from the IRS whistleblowers. And in order for that information to be made public, we had to vote to make it public. That's why we did it, is so that the public can see this information, they can hear it, and the facts can continue to lead to further progress.
So the three countries that I referred to, what was it? China, Romania, and one other country.
And Ukraine.
And Ukraine. It was $17 million. And of that $17 million, you've been able to trace back over $8 million to Hunter Biden that he received himself?
Right at $8.3 million. And when you look at the different payments and gifts. Hunter Biden received a Porsche valued over $140,000. He received a
Wait
diamond.
a minute. He got the Porsche from the guy in Kazakhstan. Didn't he get a car from that guy too?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall who it's from. I just remember the
I'd
amount.
like a free car. I'd like a Z06 Corvette if they can get me one with the Z07 package. I'm on a list to get one, but my name hasn't been called yet. I'm waiting.
What? Hannity, if you change your last name to Biden, you might get that car.
Touche, Congressman. You know what? I think I'll stick with the name I have, even though in some circles, maybe not well. But let me go to the length and the depths that the DOJ went to protect the entire family and the family syndicate or the family enterprise here. Because everything that these whistleblowers are telling us just lends itself to an argument that the DOJ knew that they had cause and reasonable suspicion, and that they purposely did nothing, and that they gave the Biden special treatment. Is that consistent with what your interpretation of these two whistleblowers are?
Yeah, the whistleblowers, both of them, pointed out some very alarming activities of the Department of Justice. They pointed out how the Department of Justice had been delaying the tactics in the investigation, which ultimately led to the statute of limitations expiring in 2014, 2015. They also provided information showing that Department of Justice prosecutors, in fact, let Hunter Biden's attorneys know of search warrants being issued. For example, they had a search warrant where they were going to go after a storage unit he had in Northern Virginia, and they had contacted Hunter Biden's attorneys beforehand. That is absolutely unreasonable and something that typically doesn't happen. We also have a lot of evidence from the whistleblowers that shows that there is in fact not independence, as Attorney General Garland had said in numerous testimony before the United States Senate.
All right. Congressman, incredible work, a lot of courage and bravery. One last thing, these whistleblowers, I thought Democrats love whistleblowers, even hearsay whistleblowers, but apparently there's been retribution to them?
There absolutely has been retribution according to the whistleblowers, and that's something that we are going to take aggressive measures in looking in. Both of these whistleblowers, after they came out, have been removed from that investigation that they have been part of since 2018.
Chairman, great job, and I hope the American people are paying attention, because if we don't have equal justice, we don't have equal application of our laws, if we have a two-tiered justice system, we might as well take that document known as our Constitution and shred it because it's meaningless. Great job, sir. Thank you.